What's up? What's up? Woo, what is that? Everything Browns Nation, how are we doing this morning? 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your time zone, I don't know what time it is, but you do. Let's have a good Sunday before we get started. Let me know where you're at, what you're doing right now. Are you watching the show? Obviously you are. Are you eating breakfast? Are you texting somebody? Are you on social media arguing with fans? Who knows? But let me know how you're feeling. Let's get it, where you're from and what device you're watching on. And you know how we do it here. Hit that thumbs up if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit the emoji, how you're feeling. Share it around the world to all of our fans. Let's get it going. Now, hey, how should we feel about our Browns this morning? I know there's a lot of anger, and I know there's a lot of pain from last week. But you're watching the Everything Browns Nation show, and you know how we do. You know how we do. We're an emotional bunch. We're on Facebook. Steve says, go Browns. Aaron's in the building. He says, go Browns. Aaron says, good morning, Corey. What's up? Evo says, Browns are going to get this dub. That one random kid says, yes, sir. Clyde says, what's going on, Corey? Brandy says, checking in from COVID Central USA. Lori says, woof, woof. Steven says, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Eric says, let's go. Steve's in Florida. Chris says, what up, man? What's up, Chris? How you doing? Steve says, scared. He's laughing. Amanda says, hi. And that one random weird kid says, Browns about to make the Bengals into bagels. And over on Facebook, Chris says, what's up? How you doing, Chris? How you doing? Noah says, Corey, my man. How you doing, Noah? And Shane says, what's up, Corey? How are you doing? And Drew says, Corey, what's up, Drew? How are you feeling? Let's get it going, guys. How are you doing today? Hopefully I got everybody who made a comment. If you're new, we'll be going live for Watch Party USA. I don't know why I just named it that. But Watch Party, 1 o'clock against the Bengals. We're going to have fun. We're going to scream. We're going to cry. And we're going to get mad because that's what we do. 1 o'clock, YouTube. We're going to do it on Facebook as well, or at least we're going to try on both platforms and see what's happened. What? And see what's happening. But let's get it going. Let's get into what happened last Sunday night. 1 p.m. was the time, and we were about on life support at 1:25 p.m. when we ran into the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was ugly, it was sad, and it was over at about 1:45. Life support 1:25, 1:45, we were pronounced dead. Cleveland Browns pronounced dead at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time last Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, how do you feel about the loss now that it's a week later? You have time to think about it. You have time to sleep on it. You went to sleep. Now, I know during the game, we were all angry. I was angry. I lost my mind during the watch party. I had Steeler fans. Gmail's asking for a dog check. Dog check! There's your dog check, my guy. Griffin says New York over here, but the team is good. John says if they win today, big deal. Hey, beat the Bengals. If they lose, time to panic. What's up, says Coach Dude. Dog Pound, back from Alabama. Myron says, let's go. Dog check. Dog check. And Alex says, hey. And Griffin's in. He's from Cincinnati. He says, let's go, Bengals. Now, we all slept on it. I lost my mind during the watch party. A lot of people lost their mind. Pittsburgh fans were having a party. They had their streamers, their balloons. They were pumping out their chest, and I can't say nothing because they could. They deserve to. They beat us down at 1:45. We were pronounced dead, like I said before. Shane says, very disappointing. Thought it was going to be a much better game. I agree. Stephanie says we will be absolutely fine over on Facebook. And Chris says Browns should rebound against the Bengals. This team has to prove they can play with teams that have elite defenses. They are 0-2, giving up over 60 and only scoring 13. Great point, Chris. I agree with you 100%. And Shane says, Port Huron, Michigan, my dog. You over in maize and blue. Ooh, I feel bad for you, but hey, way to rep the Browns. And Evo says, honestly, the Browns were bound to lose against Pitt. They were beat up. And our offensive coordinator on YouTube, Brandy, says, run game, Bengals defense needs to respect it. Screen plays, the offense has yet to be in rhythm. That whooping last week was needed. I'm not going to lie. I was highly upset on that loss against the Bengals. Against the Steelers last week. It was pathetic. It was terrible. I am not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to come in here this week and be like, mirror bag of shells. Now, some people can say that, and that's fine. Some people are more composed than me. I wanted to see a better outing. Listen, if Baker was injured, I understand that. If his ribs were hurt, we were beat up, we had players out. If that was why he played so poor, and we'll get into him, then he needed to have a seat next to the coach. He needed to have a smoothie, a snack, a fruit roll-up, whatever you call it. But it was bad. It was over. Like I said, we were dead at 1:45 p.m. It just looked absolutely terrible. The national media had fun with it. The local media had fun with it. I don't know why they do. They should support us. But that's another day for another story. We looked outmatched, outbeat downeth, out toughness. Was that a word? I don't know. We were out physical. What is out physical? I don't know. We just got hit in the mouth and we did not respond. I did not like it. But at the end of the day, one win is one win and one loss is one loss. You can lose 38-34 and you're still sick to your stomach, and you can lose 38-7 and you want to throw up everything. But a loss is a loss. But it was bad. Really, really bad. That's how I looked at that game. Coaches, we are 4-2. That's better than what anybody can expect. Go Browns. Well, the two losses that we lost, I can say maybe we could be 3-3 because the Colts were pretty good. But I seen us losing to the Ravens, even though I picked with my heart. And I'm not surprised we lost to the Steelers. So, maybe 3-3, 4-2. But I can see where you're coming from. Dumpster Juice last week, says Aaron. Browns are going to win, says Country Fish, 100%. Jamal says definitely should rebound. Robert says Baker should never have been on the field last week. A big blunder by Stefanski. That's why we have Keenum. Not saying we should have won for us. He would have won for us. But if Baker is hurt, he needs the rest the next week. Shake my head. I can agree with that. But if you're out there, no excuses. Baker didn't give an excuse for it. We're going to talk about him a little bit later. But the game was bad. The defense didn't do as bad as the score says. People could say the defense was terrible. Oh, my God. But they really weren't that bad. The offense was just absolutely pathetic. And when you live on the field, when you have a tent, when you're camping, a field day. I didn't like that. But other than that, the defense didn't do as bad as I thought they would last week. Now, maybe you guys don't read it as I did, but I didn't think the defense did that bad. Richard said, what's up, Corey? Watching in Georgia. Can I get a dog check? Yes, you can, my guy. Dog check! What do you guys think about the defense? Do you guys give the defense a bad grade for last week? Looking at the score, the defense, it looks like they did bad, 38-7. I don't think they did that bad. Nai says, dog check, Corey. We're going to win 37-27. I'll be back by 6 p.m. from Nigeria. Thank you, my guy. Burrow needs to see Miles this week, says Brandy. And Jerry says Brandy T. Higgins is a receiver, not a tight end. I missed something there. Okay. Robert on Facebook says Stefanski needs to have a short lease on Baker this week. Let the dude heal. I can agree with that. Now, last week's loss, whose fault is it? In your eyes, Who is the blame for the embarrassing beatdown that we witnessed? Every fan that either you wore glasses like me, whether you have 20/20 eye vision, whether you have LASIK surgery, or whether you were just born with impeccable vision, when you looked at your screen, or however you watched it, whether you listened on the radio, who was the reason for this loss, this embarrassing debacle that we had last night? Last night. What? Last week. Who was the reason for this embarrassment? Who? One, if you can name one person, not a collective, well, Baker and the coaches and the deep, no, one. If you can only pick one unit, one personnel department, you can even pick the trainers. I don't care who you pick. You can pick the towel boys. You can pick the COVID personnel. What? Do they have that? Probably. If you pick one, who is the reason, the blame, the sole reason for this loss? Corey, you can't pick one person. It was a collective effort. Well, fine. Well, I'm just asking the question. Who is the reason? If you had to pick, if it was a test answer and it said multiple choice and they didn't give you, you could pick A and B. If it's only one, who do you pick? Stephanie says the coach. How you doing, Bo? Go Browns from Northern Kentucky, my guy. Robert says defense was okay last week. Playing from behind against that team is a tough task. I agree. Robert says Stefanski's fault for not pulling Baker early enough. I know I sound like a broken record, but Baker needs to be healthy to compete. Hey, Robert, I sound like a broken record all the time, and I'm just glad you guys stick with me. I know you guys sometimes say, dude, you're saying the same thing over and over. Well, when I say it over and over, I absolutely mean it. Bo says the reason for the loss last week, what? I cannot read. The reason for the loss last week is with the whole Browns team and coaching staff. Play as a team, lose as a team. Stephanie says the coach is to blame. Shane says our offensive line was the reason for losing. That's over on Facebook. Let me get to my YouTube friends and family. I missed some comments. Jamal says definitely should rebound. David says let's go Browns. Tom Cruise in the building. How are you doing, my guy? Are you the Tom Cruise in all the movies? I think not. But shout out to you. Like the name. He says bounce back Browns. Tom Cruise says 5-2. Jay says what does the injury report looks like? Austin Hooper is out. I am certain for that. Wyatt Teller is out. Jacob Phillips is out. Carl Joseph is questionable. And Jarvis Landry, we'll get into him later, is playing with a broken rib. Robert says it's not much that we lost, but how badly we beat. Brandon says, I read that one. All right. I don't think I missed much here. Cornel says, yo. And Jerry says 1 hour and 3 minutes till kickoff. And Vikings will not lose today. Book it, says Vahilla Sports Talk. My guy from the Vikings. Shout out to you. Thank you for the support. Good luck to you guys today. And El Paso says, go Browns. And my guy, Balmo, hopefully I didn't butcher it, says, what's up again from Quebec? How are you doing? Gmail says too many issues to blame Baker. Stefanski needs to accept the blame for Pittsburgh. And Jerry wants everybody to know he is rooting for the Bengals today with the Who Dey chant twice. I read it. He wants it to be known. I don't like Cincinnati, but I will read the chant anyway because I am no hater. Katie says, let's go Brownies. Let's get this W. Special teams has been an issue as well. Horrible field position. If I blame one sole person for this loss or one unit, everybody thinks I'm going to go at Baker, even though I'm going to talk about him later, and I lost my mind. I'm not going to go Baker Mayfield. No, I'm not. Terry says Baker 100% blame for Pitt game. I can't disagree with that, but I'm not going to go Baker. Even though he was terrible, he was absolutely pathetic. D-Line says Mavericks. That's a good one, too. Brandy says the game plan. I'm going to go Coach Stefanski on this one. I haven't went against him all year, and this is only why. Baker was absolutely pathetic last week. Absolutely terrible. But I don't care if Players are warriors. I don't care if they say, you know what, coach, I'm good. I'm feeling great. I can go out there and I'm a man. Mama didn't raise no wuss. Nobody's mother raised a wuss. Nobody's mother didn't raise a warrior. Of course, if I say, I feel good, coach, every player is going to say that. Every player. What player do you know says, you know what, coach, just sit me out, man. Sit me out. The ribs are about 60%. I don't want to play. I don't want to play today. I just don't want to play, coach. Let Keenum go in, man. I don't want to play today. I just don't want to play. Let Keenum play. No player's going to say that. So I'm putting it on Stefanski. That's right. Not because I don't think he's a good coach. None of that. Just because he let him play. The Steelers, you already knew they were going to engage 8 like it's Madden 2019, 2021, all the way back to 2000. That play's been in that game forever. They were going to engage 8, pinch buck O, mid blitz, send them all, the coach, grandmas, the wigs, the water boy, everyone, the keyboard, the mouse, and the clipboard too. They were going to send everybody at Baker. They knew he wasn't 100%. They knew he was hurt. And when he's 100%, he'll throw you a duck hunt pick. And he's going to throw you a duck when he's 100%. So if he's hurt, what's he going to do? I heard he can't even follow through 100% yet because his ribs still aren't 100%. So if you're going against a defense like Pittsburgh who likes to blitz, you're going to send out your quarterback with rib issues. Sometimes it's hard to breathe when your ribs hurt, and you're still going to do that. But that's just me. That is the first time I have ever criticized Coach Stefanski this year. But I don't think he should have let him play against Pittsburgh with that rib injury. I know he's our franchise quarterback, and I get it, but that is my opinion. Yes, Baker was hefty bag, dumpster juice, hot milk grease, whatever you want to call it, but I am going to blame the coach on that one. The line was bad. The defensive line got beat up. You could pick a whole bunch of people, but that's what I'm going with. That's just me. Steven says Baker shouldn't have been out there on Facebook. Aaron says blaming the O-line and the defense, too, for giving up 31 points. I'm not going to blame the defense. I understand it. When you live up on the field with the offense like that, they're bound to give up points, but I can see where they're coming up from. The offense basically gave Pittsburgh 14 points with the pick 6 and then a pick where they ended up close to maybe the 15 to 10-yard line. Aaron says we need to move forward. Let's get this win. Aaron Holtz, thank you for watching. Go Browns. Jorge says, do you honestly believe Baker will be our QB of the future? Be honest. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Hang tight, Jorge. Shane says 5-2 today. Thank you, bro. I'm doing fine. How could I not? Divisional game today, says Boo Mo. Thank you, my guy. Over on YouTube, before we move on from this game and get into other topics today, let me get over to the chat. I know I've missed a lot of comments over here. Brandy, I got that one. Browns for the win, says Carter. Terry says Baker is 100% to blame. D-Line says Maverick. Brandy says the game plan. Inside Scoop says, will Joe outshine Baker? I'm going to go with no. Evo says, as a person who lost hundreds, I'm going to go with Stefanski. Robert says Browns will jump out to a big lead and Bengals will start a fight. Brandy says defense knows that Baker is going to sling it. Michael says got to be able to recognize if they're up to it or not. Browns winning this, says Jala the Pimp. One random weird kid says true. How good are we really when we beat up on awful teams that get spanked by the better teams? If we don't even lose by a little, we get spanked to fill our diaper. Browns too predictable with Hunt, says Brandy. Going to see Joe throw 3 INTs today, says Robert. How you doing, Gilbert? And Robert says 2 sacks for Miles. And Mike says, man, Baker has a big mouth from season 1. He yet has earned respect from nobody. The man is Bush League. Send him to Canada. Maverick says, I think Garrett has his season best game this week. You heard it here first. Mike says, call in Colin Cap. Oh, you want the whole city to burn down, don't you, Mike? Jala says, dog pound. All right.
Dog check.
Brandy says, covered sacks need to be a thing today. I agree. And Terry says Baker has the same problem as Jameis Winston. They can't read or diagnose defenses, in my opinion. And Brandon says, OBJ, take me out, coach. I don't feel well. That deserves respect. Practice, but none the less. We'll get into him later. Mike says, let's cut the crap. Colin out here and let him shake up the NFL. I told you, don't burn down this city. You know, people get emotional. And Richard says, Baker is the problem. All right. Now, let's have some fun. Oh, let's have fun. Before we get started, I want to thank everybody who has just joined, or if you're new, you're watching the Everything Browns Nation live pregame show. If you're new on Facebook, like, share to everyone, your friends, your family, everybody that likes the Browns. Love, share, like. If you're happy, put that emoji in there on Facebook. Thank you. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Share to the family, to the community. Let's grow. We are the voice of the fans. And if you want to donate, you can do that as well. It helps out. Join the Patreon. All that great stuff. 1 o'clock watch party on YouTube. We're going to try to do it on Facebook too and see what happens on both platforms. Hey, I'm one man. I try to do it all. We're going to have fun. Browns versus Bengals at 1 o'clock. Watch party everywhere. Both platforms. Let's get it. Now, let's get on to have some fun. Oh, boy. Is it time to give up on Baker Mayfield? Robert says the argument about beating awful teams is not legit. Awful teams are there for every team to beat. Losing to awful teams make you an awful team, too. We are not an awful team. Steven says Titan will beat the Steelers. Chris says Baker is the best QB the Browns have had since Bernie. Relax. Robert says Baker Manziel is not the answer. Julie says, so grateful you are on the air. Love your show. Woof. Thank you, Julie. Welcome back, Julie. Appreciate the kind words. She gave a woof. She gives a woof. And I gave her 2. Now, is it time to give up on Baker Mayfield? Now, you know this subject here is the subject that everybody likes to talk about. This is when I hate when the Browns lose a game, okay? I hate when the Browns lose a game because 2 subjects come up when the Browns lose. 1, is it time to give up on Baker Mayfield? 2, is it time Odell Beckham wants out of Cleveland? Ship him out now. All the main media does. We won 4 in a row. Crickets. Cricket. You don't hear anything. Let's be quiet. Be quiet. Talk about the Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lose. Baker needs out. Odell Beckham wants traded. But that's the territory we're in when you're the Browns. Now, back on topic. Is it time to give up on Baker Mayfield? State your point in the chat. Yes or no? Is it time to give up on Baker Mayfield? Yes or no? State your point in the chat right now. Yes or no? I see a yes from Noah Gaming Channel. Noah Gaming Channel, yes, shut up. Oh, wow, he is getting angry. I don't know who at, but yes, shut up. Whoa. Then I see a no from Noah Gaming Channel. Now I'm confused. He's saying shut up to somebody, yes, and then a no. Wow, all right. Michael says no. Frank says no. AAA says no. Michael says Browns fans lose their minds. Brandon says Baker is being asked to play in a scheme that does not fit him, and we will get into that too. Addie says no, but a short leash. Addie says short leash, not lease. I knew what you meant, my guy. Browns are 4-2. This talk on Baker is bullcrap. Now, Chris says absolutely not. Robert says 3 different systems in 4 years. Come on. Steven says I'm in the middle on Baker. Stephanie says no way. He's a keeper. Shane says no, not yet. Robert says no. Baker needs some consistency. If he gets to play in the same system for more than a year, he will improve. Patience. Cecilia says woof woof. It is a touchy subject. He needs to be more accurate. Mike says 4-2 against crap. Mike says yes. It's clear the league is too fast for him. Richard says no. We need to get someone to challenge him for his spot. Too comfortable. Chad says yes, but we don't have a better option on our roster. Barb Barb, how was your birthday? You are back in the chat. How are you doing? And she says, capital OMG, yes. And Noah says, if you mess up some more, then yeah, get rid of them. All right. Now, some people may not like my answer here. That's okay. You know, I can take it. I have thick skin. You can boo me for this answer. And that's fine. That is fine. I lost my mind last week on Baker. And if you're in the chat and you watch it, you know I lost it. I have been keeping my cool. I have stuck up for Baker when people come into the watch parties and they just, soon as he throws one incompletion, they're ready to burn it down, get rid of him. He is terrible. He sucks. He throws a pick. It's over. Listen, I stick up for him. Now, it's interesting what Brandy said. Now, nobody likes Hugh Jackson, and I get it. But Hugh Jackson was sticking up for Baker, and he said the system that is running for Baker does not help his talents. Hugh Jackson actually sticking up for Baker, saying he needs to be in the shotgun more. The system they run does not help his talents. Now, this is a funny situation for Baker. Do I think it's time to give up on Baker? No. But the caveat is this. Everything that's around Baker, he's in a win-now situation, and that's what the problem is, in my opinion. There's not time. People don't want time for Baker, and that's what's not fair. That's what's not fair. Us as fans, we're tired of waiting. We're tired of time. But he has everything but stability. He hasn't had coaching stability. He hasn't had offensive coordinator stability. But he has everything else. He has the weapons. He has the running backs. He has everything but stability, and he hasn't showed improvement. That's what makes us angry. So, do I think it's time to just move on? No. But, he doesn't have time. Because I will tell you this right now. Our roster is not a roster where you just go, well, you know, we'll see what happens. No, we don't have time for that. You have to show improvement and improvement quickly. Because I'll tell you this right now. After these remaining games, we will know if he is our quarterback of the future or not, whether we like it or not. Shout out to Addy with the $5 donation. My guy.
Dog check!
My guy.
Dog check!
He said, remember Baker had 4 different coaches in 3 seasons. Let's play out this season and let next season be do or die for him. Barb says, hello from Florida, sir. I'm not getting any younger, Corey. I'm waiting for a football team, LOL. Brandy says, Baker is like Joe Dirt pulling his meteor in a wagon. Baker makes me nervous, says Big Baller. No, it's fair. He lose this game. He's out. Mike says, at the end of the day, football is a football, man. Chad says, Baker was a great college QB. The NFL is too complex for him. What's the better options? Case, Matt Ryan? No, says Brian. And we're going to get to that. Stephanie says, you hit it on the nail. Shane says, I'll second your statement, Corey. Robert says, we should have Jesus himself at QB, and people would still be PO'd. Listen, that's why it's fan. That's why we're fans. Barb says, amen, Corey. The building and rebuilding enough lip service win games, period. Listen, I like Baker Mayfield, okay? I want it to work. I'm praying that it works because I don't want another QB. I don't want to start over. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to bring in another quarterback. I don't want to start over. I don't. I 100% hand to everything. I want this to work. I pray when I'm doing a watch party, I don't see another interception. Because you know what? That means everybody that says we need to move on is right. That means everybody that says Baker is trash is right. Because then I will get upset and I will lose my mind. I want it to work. I really do. Because listen, he misses OBJ wide open, streaking down the sideline, throws it out of bounds. I can't defend that. Jarvis Landry catching passes off of defenders' helmets. That's just wide receiver skills. Odell Beckham catching it off his shoulder. That's just wide receiver skills. Throwing a pick six in the first quarter, first drive, where everybody's seeing you staring it down, that's not good. I want it to work. I really do. I like Baker Mayfield. I'm an Ohio State fan. He planted the flag. People still can't get over that. They go, Corey, he planted the flag. I hate him. I'm like, look, man, he's a Brown now. I root for him because I have to. I want it to work. But, man, time is not what you're afforded to in this NFL, this social media era. It is what can you do for me right now? Not what can you do for me a year later, not what can you do for me in a year and a half, and sometimes not what can you do for me 3 games from now, and that's just the reality of this world, unfortunately. Brandy says, I think COVID hindered the QB receiver relationships more than we have known. Facts. We're not winning no more. I already know if we lost, says Noah. We need to draft Trevor Lawrence. No, we don't, because I don't like him. I like Justin Fields. Sorry, Camden. That's just my bias coming out. I'm a Buckeye fan. Duly noted. Focus on today. Win today. 1 game at a time in the first 3 years with 56 picks. 21 TDs. Rooney kept him, developed him. I must have missed something. Chad said we need to get Aaron Rodgers. Now. We're going to lose OBJ and Landry if Baker doesn't show up. He can do it. If we lose, then we lose, but lose with a fight. Big Baller says we need Kareem Hunt to cook. Kenan says Browns win today, 41-34. I'm losing money. We keep losing. Don't bet, my guy. Don't bet. Now, part 2 of this question. My good friends, fans, my family. Bo Mo says, I hope Baker stays. Bought his jersey for my girlfriend for Christmas. Oh, my. I hope he does for you, too, my guy. Robert says, same as Leroy Horde. He was an evil Wolverine before he came a Brown. We cheered for him. We are a unit. Jorge says, cannot lose back-to-back divisional games. We will not be good. Now, if Baker's not the guy, then what do we do? What do we do? That's another question I always ask, and nobody has an answer for me. A serious answer. I get people joke. Put Jarvis at quarterback. Let Jarvis throw. Run the Auburn offense. I mean, seriously, what do we do if he's not the future? Because we want to win games, right? That's what we want to do. We don't want to lose games. Everybody says get Trevor Lawrence. Fine. How are we going to do that? Who do you want to trade? We're going to give up something. Do we have anything people want? Get rid of one of the running backs. Can't keep both of them. Chubb, Hunt. Which one are you getting rid of? Most people will say Kareem Hunt. Okay. And what else are we going to trade? Get rid of the one receivers. We're going to have to lose something. Because we're not going to get a good enough pick for Fields, Lawrence Fields, however you want to twist them. We're going to have to draft another quarterback. Then it's reinvent the wheel. You want an established quarterback? Who are you going to trade? Do you want Matt Ryan? I don't. He choked on the Super Bowl. He is not living to me because I hate Tom Brady. I am a hater. He's great. I get it. That's another story. What do we do? What is the plan if he is not the future? What's the plan? We got to start all over. Who do we get? We want to win games, but if we don't want Baker, we want to win games. What's the future? What do we do? Somebody help me. What's the plan? What is the plan? Who do we get? What do we trade? Jay Medina, what's up? Hope you lose again. Come on, my guy. Stop hating. It's Case Keenum. So you want Case Keenum to be the future? Everybody in favor. Noah says Case Keenum. Everybody in favor of Case Keenum being the future of the Browns, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want Case Keenum to be the future of the Browns. Nice to see you again, too, my guy, Jayden. Camden says Case Keenum, man, what can we do, says Calvin. At this point, try anything, man. We go down with the ship for a gerbil. Give him a chance. Colin says Mike. Gmail says 0-0. Case Keenum, new starter now. I'm talking about the future, not right now. We need the future. John says 1. Camden says 1. Austin says hello back. So we got 2 people on YouTube that says Case Keenum. Run the Wildcat, says Steven. Bo Mo has typed in everything but 1. Shane says 1. So you guys want Case Keenum as the future for the Browns. That's what you're telling me right now. So Baker Mayfield, get rid of him. Case Keenum as the future for the Browns. Chad Tucker says, second round pick to GB for Rodgers. Do you think the Packers are going to take a second round pick for the Rodgers? Can you look in the mirror and seriously believe that? Seriously believe the Packers are going to take a second round pick for Aaron Rodgers. Look at yourself in the mirror right now. Find a mirror wherever you're at, and you can literally think they'll do that. I don't think that. No, Mike, it's not that I don't like Colin. I like him, but I know how people get when he gets brung up, and we're not doing that in my chat. We're not. People get emotional, and we're just not going there. I know how people get. We're not going there. I like him, but I just know where the conversation goes, and I'm just not going there. That's all, Mike. I like him, but I know where the conversation goes. Mike says, Keenum will get hurt. No. Chad says they already drafted his replacement this year. Baker needs the season and start of next year at least. If Baker struggles the rest of the year, draft someone else just in case. Who do they draft, Justin? Let me know. You're not getting any of the good quarterbacks because we still want to win. The land, we need this win today. Brandon says a mobile QB is as effective as a run game. Noah says, okay, get rid of Mayfield and get Jackson. Jackson who? Let me know. What? No. The land says dog check.
Dog check.
Reginald said, can I get a dog check? Yes, you can, my guy.
Dog check.
Aaron said the defense needs to go after Joe Burrow today. Yes, they do. Tom says, I was a great QB, played to be the future of the Browns. Can you honestly believe that will come from Mayfield? Listen, Tom, I'm taking all answers here. I'm just asking. I want Mayfield to work. But if he doesn't, I'm a Browns fan. I am just taking suggestions here. Because we all want to win games. But if we win, we're not getting a good quarterback from the draft. So we have to be willing to give up something to get our future quarterback. And if you're telling me Case Keenum is the future, I already know what's going to happen. As soon as he starts to suck, we're going to want somebody else. Can I get a dog check? Yes, you can.
Dog check.
So I just want to know. I don't know if, listen, I told you. Baker may not be it. I told you. I lost my mind last week. I'm accepting the fact, all right? I'm accepting it. But what do we do? Because we still want to win games, and there's a probability that we do. Because our schedule over the next 6 weeks, 5 of the defenses are 25th, 24th, 30th, 29th, and 26th. That's the Bengals today, Raiders, Texans, Jaguars, and Titans. Now, the Titans offense, that's a whole nother story. Can I please get a dog check for my brother Art in heaven? Oh, shout out to your brother, man. Shout out to your brother.
Dog check.
That's for you and your brother. Shout out to your brother. May he rest in peace. Tom says want, not was. Laugh out loud. My bad. I want it. Oh, you want. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you was. Hey, man. Hey, if you can lace them up, my guy, you want. Hey. No draft that takes too long, says Mike. Give Burrows ownership in Brown shares and pilot gas stations. Last week was a horror show, says the land. The Browns need Quarterboy as their QB. He can win every single game, and I can get it. No, y'all want me. My knees is bad, man. They hit me one time. You're going to get another quarterback. Robert says, Rodgers is 36. How long is he going to play? Rather go after Dak. Addie says if Bill O'Brien was still in the league, we could probably get – you're right, Addie. If Bill O'Brien was still the Texans QB, GM and coach, we can get Deshaun Watson for a 7th-round pick, and we'll be A-okay. But he's not. Baker has a physical tool, says Brandy, but his game decision and defense reading is subpar. I agree with that. Reynolds said, what's up, Corey? I know he can, but he has to play healthy, and the line has to protect him. To me, he's still a rookie and can't play hurt. I would hate to lose Hunt, but he is a bargaining chip. Okay. The only person we could trade for a decent pick is Hunt. Chubb is our future as far as running back goes. Johnson could develop behind Chubb and Hilliard. Is a decent enough backup, says Robert. Okay, so give up Hunt. My only thing is this. I'm not going to stay on this forever because I want to talk about a couple more things, but we're just going to have to figure out. I know we can't make the decisions. This is just a fun conversation to have, and I'm not saying nobody's wrong or nobody's right unless you say put Jarvis at QB or all that. I know you're just joking, but I'm just saying. Baker, Shoot the Trill says Baker about to throw more lame ducks. Duck Hunt. You know who it is. If Baker is not the answer, and that's fine. I'm not saying that he is. I don't know anymore. Listen, and he's not 100%. If he's not 100%, man, don't play him. I am in that boat right now because you're not going to help your case. But if he's not the future, what do? I can see giving up Kareem Hunt. We're going to have to give up something if we want to get a good quarterback. I don't believe we're going to lose enough games to get a quarterback out of the draft that's worth anything. I don't want to lose enough games to do that. I'm tired of losing. I want to win. Case Keenum's not the future. I'm sorry. Anybody that wants Case Keenum to be the future of the Browns, I don't see it. As soon as he starts being trash, everybody's going to boo him out of the stadium too. So, hey, get rid of Kareem Hunt? You might have to. Do I want to? No. Baker for Kyler, in your dreams, big baller. In your dreams. Arizona is not giving up Kyler Murray for nothing. You can give him Baker. You can give him a gourmet chef. You can give him the training facilities. You can give him everything. They're not giving up Kyler. When is Chubb coming back? Don't trade Hunt. Trade Baker. He isn't going through this progression fast enough, and he is scary. Chubb might be back after the bye week. I'm not sure. You guys saying trade Baker, but if Baker is that bad, who's going to want him? Who is going to want him? Answer me that. Everybody's saying trade Baker, but what are you going to get for him? What are you going to get? I just want to know. Who are you going to get? Jorge, oh my God, I hate Browns fan for the most part. Give Baker a chance. Third year, way too many coaches and playbooks. Give him under this regime. Blah, blah, blah. Give him time under the regime after 3 seasons. If he hasn't taken us to where we want to be, okay, let's talk then. But too many so-called fans are too quick to give up. Get the heck out of here. Jorge says give him a chance. Okay, give him a chance. That's fine with me too. But if you want to give him a chance, you have to be patient. It's one or the other. It's either be patient or not be patient. It's one or the other. Don't give up on Baker. Y'all all eat too much microwave food. We're going to get some French toast sticks or Baker for Baker. He said, just kidding. Trade Baker. Did he just say Trace McSorley? Oh, boy. My Brown prediction have got right 6-0. He had 3 years. Get out of here, says shoot the trill. No, please don't give up Hunt. Not many great running backs out there. We can get Kaepernick without trading little or nothing. Listen, I like Kaepernick, but you know where the conversation goes when you talk about him. That's why I don't talk about it, because I'm not having it in my chat. That's why I'm not having it in my chat. Listen, I like him, okay? I really do, but it's just not going there in my chat. So that's why I don't talk about it. So Mike and who else said it? So that's the only reason why I'm not talking about it, because we're not going there in my chat. Triple A says, Baker was fine before the hurt ribs. People need to chill and be patient. I don't want him playing hurt, and I agree with you, Triple A. I don't think he should be playing hurt, and that's the problem. The coach needs to save him from himself, and he won't. That's the problem. He's going to continue playing hurt. I agree with that. And people are going to come for them ribs. They're coming for them. All right. We'll probably talk about this more during the watch party. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're at the watch party, my good friends, my fellow friends. You're watching Everything Browns Nation live. Whether you're watching on iPhones, TVs, cell phones, whatever you're watching on. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, if you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, share it. Whatever mood you're in, hit that emoji. We'll be going live at 1 o'clock for Browns versus Bengals. Watch party on YouTube. We're going to do both what? We're going to do both platforms today. I'm going to try to do it all. Let's have some fun. Let's join it. We're a Browns Nation. We laugh together. We cry together. Yes. Everything Browns Nation. Now, let's get into something else that really starts to irk me. And I know a lot of these people don't like this guy, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why people don't like him. But I'm sure people will let me know in the chat because they always do. OBJ shows frustration in the blowout loss, and soon as he does, the national media, boy, they have a fun with it. They have fun. They have a role, and they're like, yeah, buddy. He shows frustration while they're getting beat down 38-7 to Pittsburgh, and they had their fun. Woo! OBJ took off his shoes. He threw his helmet. There he goes again. OBJ being OBJ. Well, what do you want him to do? Okay? Coach took him out. Getting beat down. He wants to win. But no, everybody, oh, there he is. He's a drama king. So much drama. OBJ, so much drama. No, no. What's wrong with wanting to win? The land wants a dog check.
Dog check!
What's wrong with wanting to win? That's what I don't understand. What's wrong with win? Well, because Corey, OBJ, that's all he does. Remember when he hit the net? Okay, so we're just going to use that. We're going to use that to the day of the coffin, right? Yeah, I am, because I don't like him. I don't understand what's wrong with wanting to win. I want my players to slow passion. Now, what if he was on the bench crying, laughing? What if he was laughing on the bench? Oh, he would get lit up for that too, wouldn't he? What if he was just with Jarvis Landry and they were practicing new dance moves and they were sitting there just doing the new dance, rapping and singing? Then what? People would be like, oh, look at him laughing. Or what if he was by himself with his helmet on, sulking? Oh, he's being a crybaby. He can't win. It makes me sick. Oh, getting in. Stephen A. Smith was on there. He needs to leave Cleveland. Get him out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. He wants traded. Who told you that? Huh? Who told you? Everybody. Soon as we lose a game, OBJ needs to go. It makes me sick to my stomach, but it's just me. I know. Maybe I'm too close to the situation. Maybe I'm too biased because he's on my team. And that could be it too. I could be completely wrong, and maybe this will hurt team chemistry. But I tell you what, as soon as one person does it, he's go by the number 12, and he plays for that team in Tampa Bay. Oh, he's such a leader. He's a warrior. When he screams at his teammates, he's firing them up. He is showing them how to win. But when OBJ does it, he's terrible. He's a punk. He's a drama king. I don't understand it. Somebody help me out. I can't stand it when he shows it, he's terrible. When TB shows it, 12, he's great. It makes me sick. I had to get that out. All right. Let me get to the comments. Like all you and eat ribs, they are coming for those ribs. Who said that? Joseph Wise. Trade 23 and Baker. Maybe get a donuts. What else do I got here? I think I read that one. I'm trying to get to all your comments. Sorry about that. Robert says Stefanski needs to put his foot down on Baker and tell him if he ain't 100%, he sits. Thank you for this, Corey boy. Thank you, Cannon. Appreciate that. Is Chubb back? No, he's not, Pac-Man. Barb says a Big Mac. John Doe says, what's up, Corey, my guy? Hit that dog check. What's up, my guy, John Doe? Dog check for you. That's my favorite player. Don't talk smack. Thank you, Camden. Mike says, we cried for many years. Now it's time to get angry. The Lance says, fact. Everyone's saying he's a drama king. He just want to win. Triple A says, I'm glad OBJ has enough passion that he gets angry over a loss. Thank you, Triple A. I feel like I'm the only one that feels that way. Everybody else just laughs at him. Tater Goat said he should show frustration. He has passion. We need this grit on the sideline. Thank you. I would be pissed too, says Robert Leaf, if he didn't get mad. Okay. 5-2 coming soon, says Tater Goat. Mike says national media know why he mad. They know who to blame. Barb says season ticket holders are tired of excuses and being patient. Son, we've been down this road for years. Joe said if OBJ is drama, so is Tom Brady. Harry says dog chat, or is he saying dog check? I don't know, but I'll hit it.
Dog check!
Cannon says OBJ trying to be like Brady 2 weeks after the lackluster plays on a drive. Week later, beat Green Bay. All Browns everywhere. Altoona, PA. John in the house. Corey, my guy. Stephen A. is just a Cleveland hater. Yeah, he is. I know. It still makes me angry. Richard says we need a quarterback that can read the defense and take what is given. OBJ can see it. Gmail says Corey, take the wheel. John says love the show. Thank you, John. OBJ has a point, says Aaron. Can I get a dog check, says Austin.
Dog check!
And Brian says Baker is not 100%. What for player is 6 weeks in. And Camden says A. The Land says Tom Brady gets mad too. Every football player gets mad when they lose, but when they look at OBJ, they get mad from him getting mad. Cleveland's 35-13. What do you feel about AB? I don't like AB, Camden, because he went to Tom Brady, and I don't like Tom Brady. I don't like AB. It makes me sick. The rich get richer. That's how I feel about that. Robert says calmly accepting a loss is a sign of weakness in my book. Reginald says we are 4-2 after today, 5-2, better last year, and we're going to be 8-8 or 9-7. Gotta play the game first, my guy. But I like where you're headed. I don't know about 8-8. I don't like that. But 5-2, I like where you're headed. But we got to play the game first. AB is a bad distraction. I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying I don't want him to go into Tampa Bay. That's all I'm saying. I'm a hater. All right? On to my guy Jarvis Landry, playing with broken ribs. How do you feel about Jarvis Landry? Playing with broken ribs. He broke them, I guess, in the Colts game, and I think I remember the play, too. In the first quarter on the sideline when he got hit, he got crunched, broken ribs, playing through them. How do you feel about Landry? OBJ mad, getting beat down. Landry playing with broken ribs. I don't think he's missed a game, if I heard that correctly. How do you feel about our warrior, our fearless leader, Jarvis Landry? Has been a model citizen since he's been at the Browns, playing through everything, toughness, broken ribs. Now, I know, Corey, you're being a hypocrite. You're telling Baker Mayfield to sit down. He has a rib issue. But you're loving Jarvis Landry, playing with broken ribs. Hey, the difference is I don't see it hindering his game yet. I see it hindering Baker, and I want Baker at 100%. Jarvis, look, I didn't even know he had broken ribs until he said it. I didn't see Jarvis playing and go, man, look, I think he's hurt out there. He I don't know. He's not looking the same. I didn't see it. Now, he did have a couple drops in that Colts game. I do remember that. So if you want to bring that up, hey, good point to you. But I'm not seeing him running around. Woo, man, something don't look right with Jarvis. That's all I'm saying. With Baker, you can see it. That's all I'm saying. So, Joseph Chubb is not back. Chubb is not back. Pac-Man Chubb is not back. Joseph Chubb is not back. He is out. Robert says he should sit and let Higgins start. Tay says Jarvis can still play. So I say we let him, but I do suggest we let Hollywood help him with some snaps. Stefanski needs to establish the run first, save passes if Baker looks hurt. OBJ needs to fire up the team. I don't care how he does it. He got to call out Baker or the coaches. Baker can get him the ball. Plus, with playing injured, my rugby days, we shortened. That's injured myself, even worse. Nobody 100% after 6 games, says Scott. Robert says Landry should sit. I have played rugby with torn ligament. Whew. And I was lousy out there. Scott says Jarvis is a warrior. We need more like him. Now, Robert says Stephen A. Smith is a trash bag. Stephen A. Smith needs my hefty, says Robert. All right. The show winding down. Get your predictions in the chat. Who wins today's game? Browns or Bengals? And who is your big dog of the game? Get them in the chat. Let me know who wins. Big dog of the game. When is Chubb back? Pac-Man's asking. They don't have a date yet, but they're hoping for after the bye week. It's the latest thing I read, but they don't have a game that date yet. Baker at 100% is what? The Lance says 45-7 Browns win. Just playing, but it'll be good. Tay Go says, but what about our defense? We need to speak on that. I spoke about it earlier today, Tay. I don't know if you were there. I didn't think the defense was bad against Pittsburgh. I think they lived on the field against Pittsburgh. I know the 38 looks bad. 14 points were directly from interceptions from Baker Mayfield, the pick 6. Then his second pick, I think they went to like the 15 or the 10-yard line, somewhere around there. So, I mean, 14 points right there. They lived on the field. The offense was 1 of 12 on third down. You can't expect the defense. The only thing that I think they were bad at against Pittsburgh was stopping the run. James Conner looked like Le'Veon Bell. He had 20 carries for 101 yards. No disrespect to James Conner, but you get where I'm coming from. So I don't think the defense was that bad, especially with the injuries that they have. I just think the offense didn't help them out, only putting up 7 points. Living on the field was the defense, so I don't think it was that bad. Corey, Stephen A. Smith hate for Cleveland goes back as far as his hairline, says John Doe. Pac-Man says 31-21 Browns. Antonio says we need Jarvis and OBJ doing their thing. Tay the Goat says Baker is my big dog, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns and no turnovers. Whoa-wee. That will be his best game of the year. Savon saying, let's just say we had a bad game last week. Joseph says, I'll buy everyone Skyline Chili if Cincy wins. Not going to happen. Whoa. Salmon says, how's Baker? He's not 100%, I heard last time, but he's getting better. That worries me. Calvin says, Jarvis' ribs different than Baker. He's not getting sacked 3 to 4 times a game. So I've seen mostly everybody has Cleveland in their predictions. Shane says, today my big dog will be Jarvis, calling it now. Look for a big game passing. Steve says, Joe Burrow throws literally every play. Big dog of the week is Miles with 3.5 Dax, but I'm pretty sure he's not talking about Dak Prescott, so he's saying 3.5 sacks. Shout out to Steve. 24-20 Browns says Scott. 35-14 says Shane. I think I read 34-24 Steve. MD says Wood is his big dog of the week. Stephanie says Miles. 31-24 says Chad. Just Win says Scott. I'm not 100%, but I go to work, says Steven. And I got everybody in Facebook. Reginald says use the fullback more today. Baker should not play today. Eddie says Garrett will remain the star. However, I believe that Johnson will have a good day alongside Hunt, who will also have a good day. Baker rebounds some because run will be working, so play action rollouts will work for his favorites today. 37-31. And Scott says Denzel, big dog. We lose because of Baker, says second team entertainment. Mike said this is Baker's game to quiet down the hate. If he blows and comes out with I don't care what people think, they should bench that fool. Shout out to Cannon Brett, $5 donation. Shout out to you. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Everything is appreciated. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the donation, Cannon. $5. It really helps. Thank you, my guy. Calvin says 4-2, guys. Relax. We lost 2 good teams and we played them again. Then it was retarded to play an injured QB. Shout out to Cannon. Thank you again with the $5. Greatly appreciated. Now, predictions. Everybody going with Bengals. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the second most sacked QB in the league with 24 sacks. Keep that in mind. Put that in your brain memory. He threw for 316 yards and 3 touchdowns his first matchup against the Browns. Joe Mixon is out today. He rushed for 46 yards his first meeting. Gianni Bernard, did I butcher his name? Probably will get the snaps for Joe Mixon. Baker threw for 219, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick in his first matchup against the Bengals. Chubb ran for 124 and 2 touchdowns. Obviously, there will be no Nick Chubb, so we got to keep that in mind. Hunt ran for 86 and a touchdown against the Bengals. We won 35-30. Odell had 4 catches for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. My big dog of the game is Myles Garrett. Why? He had 1 sack last week, but he didn't flash off your TV screen. He's going to flash to me off your TV screen today. Second most sacked quarterback in Joe Burrow. They're going to throw the ball a lot, in my opinion. I think the Browns will get up on them, will get the lead, so they'll have to pass the ball. No Joe Mixon means a lot of passes for the Bengals. So my big dog of the game is Myles Garrett. I think he'll keep his sack streak alive today. I think he'll have multiple sacks. I think he'll have about 4 QB hurries, 2 sacks, 3 QB hits for Myles Garrett. And my prediction for the game is the Browns get back in the winning column. I'm going just with my predictions. This is my brain and my heart. I went my heart last week, and it gave me a L directly in my file. So I have the Browns winning this game, 31 Browns, 21 Bengals. They win by 10 this week. They won by 5 in their first meeting, and Baker Mayfield will get back to his 0 turnover ways after having 2 in a row in his last 2 games. And shout out to July the Pimp with a $1 donation. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hunt needs to have a good running game, says Aaron. Myles Garrett is going to make Joe Burrow the number 1 QB with sacks, says the land. Denzel Ward is going to step up, says the land. Pippin ain't easy, says Robert DeLeaf. Thank you for the donation. Fill that bag today, says Mike. If we aren't careful, we'll lose Landry and OBJ third trade deadline. I don't think so. Reginald says big dog. Hold on, my comments. Yikes. Big dog OBJ. Miles getting 3 sacks, says Robert. Joe will throw 4 interceptions today. Well, there we go, everybody. There we go. That's it. That's all. If you're coming to the watch party, we'll be on both platforms today. YouTube, my YouTube family already knows what it is. 1 o'clock, we're going to have some fun. We're going to yell together. Hopefully not cry together. Hopefully we'll laugh together. But it is what it is. I'll see you at 1 o'clock on both platforms. Come have some fun. I cannot show the game. I want to get that out there. I know I'll say it about 1,000 times. But come watch with us. Come react. But until then, I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes if you're watching a watch party. If not, I'll see you guys next week on the pregame show. Have fun. Go Browns. Be safe. Peace.